All right, welcome in YouTube to A Programmer Plays Somber Echoes. This is a new semi-blind playthrough. I have actually watched a friend play this game. My friend Grips Chan played this through back when the game first released, and had a great time when she played it. I was working at the time, so I don't know how much I totally absorbed and retained. So hopefully this is a fairly blind playthrough, but it's not a truly blind playthrough. So I wanted that to be clear. Grips Chan did give me this, so this is kind of effectively a sponsored stream. Thank you, Grips. Yeah. I reckon let's just get into it. New game.
And so it came to be. Adrestia, the unstoppable, would walk these halls once more. To reason with her once beloved twin she had returned, after long years of absence. Harmonia, the matriarch, a revered and feared leader, had been conspiring against the Thir and Nyx, those who opposed her set. The ship was on the verge of civil war, between her worshippers and those who called her a blasphemer, by duty bound, but also love. Adrestia returned, the bloodshed to avert. Behind closed doors the sisters met. Bystanders waited in silent tension. But the catastrophe that came next, no one could have predicted. The massive doors blew off their hinges. Decay and erosion followed. Adrestia herself was violently expelled into the void, and while she fell, the horrid screams of the innocent kept ringing in her ears. The terminal fall came to an end. Abrupt, relentless, visceral. Her mind faded into the darkest darks. Oblivion swept over her, rigid and unrelenting, like the soaring tide.
All right, we've got our setup. It's kind of funny that they do the Adestria, wake up. It's kind of funny that they do the Metroid Prime thing where they're taking the powers away, but we didn't actually get to have the moment with the powers beforehand. All right, and we are in. Oh, the way that worked kind of reminded me of Grime. Okay, we've got a pretty good jump. We've got a shield.
Ethereal fingers tightened in an empty fist. Her blade. The voices urged.
All right, we can ledge grab, so that's nice. Oh, okay.
Groaning and sighing, awakened from his slumber deep, this place of oblivion and shadows reacted to her newfound awareness.
All right, I turned up the volume, but I kind of think I need to turn it up more, actually. Let's turn the voice all the way up, and we'll see how that goes. Okay. Fixed shield. Adestria can defend herself against enemy attacks. Hold left bumper to negate damage from an incoming enemy attack. Left bumper to continue.
She had no recollection.
I'm digging these giant bones in the background.
And how she even got there. The last thing carved in hazy memory. Her sister's raging grimace.
You're coming to me. Okay, well, we did a real bad job of defending ourselves there, but that's okay. Let me out, let me out.
A jarring contrast from before. This place was so familiar. A bustling marketplace on the Atromitos. She almost felt at home. This was a dream. That much was clear. A frayed and distant memory. There she was. Harmonia, still a child. Her vision of a secret place. Sharing in excitement.
Okay. It's interesting that they say this place was a dream, that much was clear, when, to my understanding, this is not a dream scenario. Like, maybe the child reflection of her being here is the dream part that they're talking about. Alright, so we can grab this, go up here. Inspect. It was here that Harmonia entrusted the horrific nature of her visions to me for the first time. She was descending into madness. She needed my help. Okay. Harmonia. Again, this super reminding me of Grime with the kind of body horror-esque 3D aesthetic, which is a good thing. I really liked Grime. Oh, nice. We can use the right stick to look around. That is excellent. Can't jump through that, though. Oh. We can stomp. We can stomp, but not a lot else. Interesting that the camera's getting closer like this.
Around the weathered hilt, her combat instinct writhed. If this forsaken place wanted to keep her as a prisoner, her blade it would now taste.
Alright, the Gladius, a weathered but trusty blade. Super interesting there that they gave us the down stomp and then just immediately, or drew our attention to the fact that we had the down stomp, and just immediately were like, you want, like, another attack? Give me the little shinies. I don't know what they are, but I want them. Was that no contact damage? Alright, so watching my friend Grips play this has apparently not instilled in me any of the nuances of the gameplay. Because I'm genuinely surprised that there's no contact damage, which maybe is a misinterpretation on my part. Jump, jump, jump. Little bit floaty there on the jumps, but it's not bad. That's honestly more of like a preference thing. I like really like crisp, snappy stuff. Floatiness isn't that inherently bad, it's just not to my taste.
The day they came of age. And as was the tradition, a prophecy of what their future held, they sought together. Their innocence they left behind that day. A prophecy, horrendous, with an empty gaze. The oracle decreed, Harmonia's golden thread of life, Adrestia would sever.
Also, they're definitely doing a Hollow Knight thing here. The way that the doorways have a little bit of like a glow. Oh, no thank you. That's a very Hollow Knight trick that I thoroughly approve of. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. That's not how doors work. That's not how doors look. But it's a great shorthand that pretty much everyone will intuit immediately, and just use that to navigate around. Like, no one looks at, like, the Zelda games actually do the opposite, but it's the same trick, where Zelda games have doorways that go into absolute darkness. That's not how doorways work. No one looks at the entrance to a house and are like, boy, that sure is a solid black rectangle. But it's a great shorthand in a video game for this is a space that is going to like be a different scene. And everyone gets it. Like no one's confused by that. If they are, I don't know how to help them. Is the stomp stronger than my sword? Because it only took one stomp to get through that. Be surprising. So let's take a look at
Terror incarnate. She was forewarned by the ethereal whispers. A ghastly form.
oh, Jesus. Good God. Nyx Shield. Hardened Nyx Shield can be instantly willed into existence to protect against attacks. Press the left bumper to parry incoming melee attacks and break rage. Interesting that they reference this as if it's a different thing, but we have already learned this. Okay, we're doing bad. Alright, never mind, we're doing great. Alright, so the little crystals that we're picking up are auto-healing us. I hadn't really picked up on that before. That's an interesting change. Or, I shouldn't say change, that's an interesting choice. Ooh, inspect. Our childhood home on the Atromitos. Okay. Huh, interesting.
It was the day she made the choice to leave Atromitos, her former life, her sister, far behind. Harmonia had now devolved to incoherent rumblings, visions she claimed of promised greatness and a stolen birthright. She cursed her for revealing the truth of her premonitions with one breath, and with the next, she pleaded for Adrestia to stay.
Interesting. Super interesting the way that they go into that cutscene and then they immediately cut back to gameplay. There's no like fade to black or anything. It's just like, here you go. All right, back to business. I keep trying to pull up a map or something, and it's not available yet.
The voices pressed her onward. Salvation now was within reach.
Okay. Sounds like that doll from Bloodborne, or a maiden from Demon Souls. I can see that. Oh. Oh.
As oblivion stretched and closer drew, the smallest of sparks appeared. And when to a pulsing beacon it grew, the voices, hesitant, sounded once again. To merge her light with the beacon they commanded, and use its power to escape this place for good.
Alright, jump towards the light, then press left trigger. Ah, okay, cool. So it's basically like Bash from Ori. Back from the dead, escape the underworld and get revived on the Atromitos. Similar accent. I think Grips, if you're here, is it Lithuanian? Am I remembering that correctly? I should have looked that up before I started
The light
playing.
ever burning, Aether himself, the beginning of all, then spoke. Time was of the essence still, and with his gift, she could now climb the once glorious hall. Many an innocent soul had met its tragic end, and many more would follow, unless the plan Harmonia pursued was quashed once and for all.
Alright. Oh. Down it goes. Ah. And now we've got a map. Wonderful. Face Harmonia. Excellent. So, Norwegian made, based on Greco-Roman imagery and all that. Excellent. I don't know why I was thinking Lithuanian. Oh, manifest lantern. Drestia has the power to manifest aether lanterns at any location. Recharge her aether core by landing on the ground. Press left trigger to manifest an aether lantern, aim with left stick, and then press A to zap. Okay. Okay, interesting. So, we leave them wherever we are, and then they reset when we land. So, it means that we've got a chance, like if we have like a bad angle, we have a chance to correct our angle, which they're making a point to actually show us here, which is really good. I really appreciate that they did that. So, bump. So, yeah, if I did that, I could just pop right back into the same one that I've already done. Which means that they can chain stuff without worrying about the player biffing it up real bad. Hey, nice. Also, YouTube, you can't see it, but if I turn off my camera, we do have a mini-map here, which is doing a thing that I quite like. One, it's putting icons on here immediately, like this thing. There we go. Whatever that was, it's mine now. But also, as we go over, you see how it's filling in pixel by pixel? That's pretty nice. Appreciate that. Camera back on. Okay, and we can just pull up a full map at any time. Add nickname to room. Cool. Like that. That'll be very good for note-taking later. Smash all your pots. It's interesting that they said in the tutorial, press A to fire, which is true. I just personally find pressing left trigger again to be more intuitive. And that works perfectly. Like, both are valid options. Okay, so not that way. Oh, all right. I think, yeah. We do have a little indicator in the top left showing that we've used our lantern, which all but confirms, for me at least, that we're gonna get more lanterns.
And the thundering voice were all that welcomed her
Wood.
after the perilous climb. A potent force, unseen, relentless, shoved her back and down again, forcing her into a spiraling fall.
We just got knocked down. This poor woman cannot catch a break. Oh, nice.
Eternal Nyx, goddess of the night, offered the stern direction to reach the all-powerful Harmonia once more through the forsaken vessel she had to delve. The gift of Nyx had been bestowed. It clad her in sturdy armor, but it, alone, was not enough to see her through this mission.
Giant head ran out of juice, I guess. Alright, so let's see. Can we... Yeah, so we can zoom way the F out, and we can see that, yeah, okay. This is just directly vertical from this, so internally consistent. But it doesn't really tell us which way we should head next, which is fine. Oh, that's pain, hurt, alright. Don't touch the yellow. Yellow bad. Oh, rest, bench, ooh, enhancements. Well, we don't have whatever this is. That blue icon. So 0 out of 1. And we don't quite have enough of the gems. So that will have to be something for another time. Let's do rest. I'm not totally sure that I needed to do that or if it was automatic, but we'll do it anyways. The fact that it has a prompt for it suggests to me that it's not automatic. I enjoy that there is just stuff floating around that's very space station-y. It does raise questions about why we were falling, but maybe just gravity in different parts of the Atromatos apply differently. Alright, reflect projectiles. Projectiles fired from enemies can be reflected back to them by properly timing a sword attack. Press X to reflect projectiles. Okay. Would help if I didn't touch the fire. Okay, that's an automatic... okay, I like that. Okay, like that. Okay. Nope. I don't know why I didn't go just then. That works. Okay. Fun little critter. Nope. Oh. Okay. Nope. I was trying to parry, but I did a real bad job of it. Oh, it popped me back at the beginning of the room. Fair enough. Oh. Okay, nice little full heal for me. Okay. I need to lead those a little bit more than I am. The game said in the little tutorial, like, oh, it's instant. And it basically is, but it's not like, you know, you do want to do it before the attack lands, you know? Okay, that worked. That'll be fine. Okay, yeah, so looking at my health, we can rest, and now we're back to full health. Cool. Ah, and that is an automatic fast travel? Okay, yeah. What's the red bullseye? This orbit emits an unusual aura. I'm not sure how I know. It is the manifestation of a memory. Fires are erupting all over the district. A group called the Cindered proclaimed that the only way to eradicate the infestation is through fire. Anyone who opposes them is set alight. 2. Do not act brave, trying to make it to the rescue capsules. Alright, the Cindered. Oh. Oh, alright, well, I beefed that one up bad. Similarly with those, I do need to, like... Oh. I do need to, like, actually lead it just a little bit.
The balance between Radiance and Nocturne had been disturbed, Aether and Nyx explained. The source of all this misery and pain, meddling and foolish mortals. The equilibrium Adrestia needed to restore and be the savior of the cosmos.
Okay. Are these... Oh. I find it mildly surprising that the game starts me out with so much health. Like, we're effectively starting out with... Like, it's 3 sigils, but because we can have a quarter damage on each one, that means really we're starting out with 12 health, which just seems like a lot. Gives the developers more room to play with, you know,
with every
enemies doing 2 hits of
she
damage and stuff like
ignited,
that.
Adrestia could clearly feel that the influence of Aether and Nyx on the Atromitos was ever so slightly augmented.
Boom. So we've gotten enough coin thingies for that, but not any of the crafting materials. Okay. Flamethrowers, heard. Ooh. Okay. What am I looking at here? The ritual. This is very cool. I'm not... Like, I think this might be a storyline visualization thing? Yeah, okay, cool. Very cool. I like this. This is awesome. Okay, yeah. Collectibles, 0 out of 4 of what I assume are mask shards. 163, I'm going to call them geos for now. Favors. A token of appreciation for the powers at B. From the powers at B. I mean to say that B? This. The powers at B. 0 out of 4 pieces for Nyx fragment. Blessings. Cool. Alright. Alright, what was it? 163? But we didn't get any from that. We got a bunch from that. Just trying to, like... The whole district is up in flames. Signs of struggle everywhere. Cindered and the Phoenix are graffitied along the walls. The thing that I wasn't sure of that I want to check with this guy. Here we go. Yeah, I think we just got, 198. So we did get a little money for defeating enemies that we don't even have. So now we're at 201. That's good. I like it when Metroidvanias have currency to encourage you to keep interacting with enemies that otherwise you might run away from. Time to kill some cats? They definitely felt like they were meowing. Oh, interact.
Automated security measures in place.
Alright, so...
Please restore power to the district. Key chamber to negate.
Okay. Gotta turn on some power. Heard. Next fragment. Alright. The energy source for Adestria's armor. Collect 3 more to permanently upgrade your Nyx armor. Hooray! It's interesting that we're getting different button prompts to finish the interaction. Oh.
It was Alea, a figure well known aboard the Atromitos. She was a benevolent soul with a gentle heart that cared for the unfortunate. The rescue capsules were inert. Many survivors were stranded. She intently pleaded for Adrestia's help to save all who were in need.
Okie dokie. Grubs. Heard. Ooh, oh, cool. Very cool. I enjoyed that thoroughly.
Her senses dulled. She gazed at her surroundings. The city that once proud here stood was now reduced to rubble. To the statue of Harmonia his gaze affixed. The man seemed lost in thought. But as Adrestia slowly approached, he swiftly turned to face her. It was Hephaestus standing there, an artisan renowned. His engineering skills and artistry were famous far and wide.
Feels slightly strange to see Hephaestus not in a wheelchair or something like that.
If all the pieces of a shattered
He's got the
necklace
arm,
could be
so...
found.
Charged with ether. Okay. 260th Pythia of the Atromitos, Supreme Oracle and Holy Matriarch, may her visions guide our journey, sculptured by Hephaestus. So ableist. Welcome back. Now I'll start getting ready for dinner. Cool mix of ancient and new tech. Yeah, for sure. There's fertile soil there where you mix the old with the new. Oh, I hit the wrong button entirely. That'll do. I had to take grips on a grass touching. Oh. Alright, we might be able to thread that needle, but I don't think I really can. I don't think I'm that guy.
His armor bashed and stained, but his prowess and determination unwavering. Aris, the captain of the Atromitos Watch, as stealth and vigilant as she remembered. He would stand guard, he said, if she could find a way for the security measures to be lifted.
Okay. Heard. Alright, so we just need to go to Cersei's chamber. Nice. Alright, cool. So we've got our next objective. Okay. Oh. He explodes. Heard. Oh, breakable walls. Also heard. I need to be hitting more walls. Excellent. Let's get a little resty rest. To my knowledge, I haven't picked up any materials yet. I think they would show up there, so... Oh. Necklace piece. Alright. Necklace piece obtained. Festus asked for all the pieces of the necklace to be collected. Okie dokie. We'll do it. Boy, we're just picking directions and going right now. There's not much, actual plan to my madness here. We definitely don't have the dashes or fire immunity for that. Oof, okay. That could have gone smoother. Interesting little spot there. Come back here a little. Huh. Yeah, okay. That's on me. Okay. Now that'll work. don't have... Oh, okay, so we could have just dropped here. Noted. Cool. I really appreciate that we can ledge grab like straight out of... Okay. Don't super appreciate that part. We did keep our stuff though, so that's good. Maybe we should go somewhere else. See if we can get our hands on... Never mind. That's a pretty clear no FU right there. Oh. Hello, spider. Like, we need, like, a ranged weapon to deal with these suiciders better. So from here, we just need to, like, hug the left. Yes, thank you. Ah!
His eyes were hollow, but he lived. His gratitude he extended. In utter horror he had watched some victims of the Cinder rise up again after they burned. Nocturne and flame sustained them.
Alright. Survivors inspired. Inspired survivors will eventually make their way to the rescue capsules. Be on the lookout for more unfortunates waiting for salvation. Gotcha. Fantastic smoke effect? Yeah. Pretty good smoke effects going on in this game. Pretty good particle effects in general. Oop. I don't know why I did that. Have we... The 370... I felt like I saw some favor drop off of us, but I'm not actually totally convinced that it did. Jesus, why am I being so careless around fire? We all know fire hot. Okay, so yeah, there's like a little flower there where we died. Dead Watchman, that military-issue propulsion device. Hover? Ah. Helicon Legion standard-issue boot propulsion. Okay, so we've got to decelerate, and they're going ahead and showing... I appreciate these videos a lot, actually, how they've done this, where they're showing us the clear use case of you can hover and then lantern. Cool. All right. It's kind of funny because... Oh. One of the things that I've complained about in Silksong is... You get the hover and then you get the double jump, and it's a little bit of like a control issue where like you can't not hover double jump. This game's just completely avoided that problem with the way that their control scheme is. Interesting that it adds some like horizontal drag. Like I can move sideways a little bit, but not very much, and that's probably for the best. Cool. really does sound like cats. Half of my viewers are like looking around, checking behind them like, is that my cat? Cool. Alright. That just for this room, I'm assuming? Yes, health. Good. Ow! Wow, that didn't count? Okay. I thought I was leading my attacks, but I apparently was not.
Automated security measures in place.
Okay.
Please restore power to the district Kirky chamber to negate.
Okie. We've got a little more health than we had last time. Now we got a lot more health. Okay, so it's really... we need to be hitting with the like tip of our sword the projectiles. Okay. I'm having way more deaths in this than I was expecting, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna leave that guy for now, since we're gonna need that healing later, I suspect. Yep. Healing, please. Thank you. There we go. Alright. We're back in control. We have some... huh, we can curve it a little bit. That's cool. Oh. Huh. Okay, cool. One-way door, excellent. Activate a nice little shortcut. Give me this. Okay, so that doesn't seem to be working. And I suspect I know why. Okay, that... opening that up's apparently going to be a lot more involved than I expected. Huh. own worst enemy, sculpture by Hephaestus. Interesting.
In breathtaking detail, the man, his face twisted in agony. The helmet mounted on his head seemed ancient in style, as did the shield resting idly by his side, and he snapped in two long spears. Shackled by heavy chains that dug deep into his skin, the man was being crushed, diminished. And though heroic his form seemed, his identity remained a mystery.
Okay. A memory stirs the warrior. A long-forgotten memory stirs in Adestria's mind. Okay. New journal entry. Oh. We're in Circe's chamber already.
Key interface, lower residence, now online. Access level, Helicon Legion Tribune, verified. Security measures have been lifted.
Alright, cool. Thank you, Circe. Legionnaire Spear, a signature ranged weapon of the military. Legionnaire Spear. Impaling enemies with the spear will weaken them. An impaled enemy will take more damage from Adestria's attacks. Hold Y while aiming with left stick. Release Y to throw the spear. Y to continue. Again, interesting that we get the prompts to close it are related to the thing that it wants you to do. Okay, cool. Cool. Circe, do you have anything additional that... Ah, okay, so Circe counts as a rest point. Neat. Boy, they weren't joking about the additional damage. Just swamped that guy. So to get this, I'm pretty sure that we need to take this little doodle-doodle line. This looks like a shortcut that can only be opened from one side. Can't do that yet. But we can get into there and also get into here. So let's go ahead and do this one, I guess. I'm trying to pay more attention now for what I suspect might be breakable walls. There we go. Just... Juiced up, ready to roll. Oh, thank you. Oh. Alright, well, I just missed two fairly easy blocks back to back, so that's not great. Is there a quick and easy... Oh, shit. Alright. We just jumped off for no good reason. I think the enemy behind us got us. I'm not actually totally sure. Alright, we're taking so many unnecessary hits. I gotta focus up. Alright, little eyeballs, you come down here so that I can smack you. Okay. My genius plan completely failed. Okay, yeah, there definitely was a punishment thing there. I'm not so sure about that one. There we go. Alright, full health. Let's do it. Oh, is that an insta-kill for them? Interesting. Oh, nope, nope. Wow, having the spear in them does so much more damage. I need to be using the spear more. Yeah, it's just literally a one-hit kill if you got the spear in them. That's crazy. Thank you. Oh, nope, nope. Alright, perfect. This, yes, smashes that. Excellent. Now we've got that little shortcut open for us. A little bit of spot loading there, which is interesting. way this is in this corner makes me very suspicious. Valheim portal circle? Teleport. Yeah. Alright. New area. And you know what? I think this is a perfect place for us to cut up our episodes. So, YouTube, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this first episode of A Programmer Plays Somber Echoes. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow with another episode. Until then, bye!